Now, a lot of Chelsea fans are asking what is happening with the Xavi Simons situation. Why is it that it has not been reported and all of that? You know, since Nicolas Shearer announced it that every agreement has been reached with both clubs and that the deal is already confirmed and done. They are expecting that an official confirmation from the club is sent to the public, but then it hasn't been done and people are, you know, confused and worried. Why is it not done? But there's something you need to understand. There are some clarifications that we need to, you know, put forward there to let the people remain calm. Have you seen what Xavi Simons is doing? Xavi Simons has removed RB Leipzig from his bio. Everything about RB Leipzig is no longer on his bio. Xavi Simons no longer train with RB Leipzig. Xavi Simons no longer play for them. He is no longer in the team. He doesn't appear in their preseason team. He doesn't appear on the bench, nothing. He doesn't train with them. He has completely detached himself from them. What does that tell you? It tells you that this player is already out of that team. That is what it tells you. The player is already out of the team. The only thing is that I'm thinking that RB Leipzig is looking for, you know, options, replacements. And they were talking about Kane Chukwuemeka previously, but I don't know the situation with Kane Chukwuemeka. And hopefully that materializes for them. They take Kane Chukwuemeka to help them, you know, cover for the loss of Xavi Simons. So that is just what is happening there. There's nothing more going on there. Xavi Simons is no longer going to play for RB Leipzig. He's already a Chelsea player. Expect this news to happen anytime soon, because if you even look at the news from Fabrizio Romano has already reported that it is in the final stages. That is what he reported, that the deal is already in the final stages. And recall that Chelsea of today, they hardly you know, throw out bid for players. What they do is they just check on they just inquire about the situation of the player, what it takes to sign the player and all, and they give their own valuation of that player. They just go in and tell you this is what they value that player at. If you're ready to sell, let's buy this player. And if you're ready to do business with them, they do business with you. And that's it. Remember what happened to Mike Maignan. They went in, okay, this is what you want. This is what you are valuing him at. But this is what we value the player. Are you ready to sell? They said no. And they left. Same with Jorel Hato. This is what we value Jorel Hato for. If you're ready to do it, we do it. We do the add-ons and everything. And then that is it. And Jorel Hato, seeing that he needs to come to a club like this, he pushed for it. You know, he informed the club that he wants to leave. The same thing with Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons has already informed the club that he wants to leave. He no longer joins them for training. He no longer joins them for preseason matches. He has removed them from his bio and everything. What else are you expecting? What else are you expecting? It's just a matter of time, and you are going to hear it confirmed by Chelsea themselves. So just remain calm and focus on what is next. What is next is that Chelsea, I think they've already had a gentleman's agreement, like we discussed last. They've already had a gentleman's agreement with Alejandro Garnacho. They've already had that gentleman's agreement with Alejandro Garnacho, and the report now is that, you know, Garnacho has had, you know, agreed personal terms with Chelsea. So what they are looking at is sell off one or two more players, and then they, you know, come in for the Garnacho situation and make their bid and get the player. That is it. Garnacho is insisting on Chelsea. He doesn't want to go for any other club. Other Italian clubs and other clubs from every other place are interested in Garnacho, but he says no. He wants to play for Chelsea. He wants to win trophies. He wants to win trophies. So when you see players moving in this direction, just know that it is, you know, no club would want a player who has made up his mind not to play for them anymore. They would want to release that player. At least make some gains. The situation of Xavi Simons, you see, he's just left 2 years for his contract. And if they decide to hold him back, he may decide for the last year that he is not going to go to any other club, so that he will leave as a free agent and the club will lose. So in situations like this, once it's remaining 2 years on the contract of any player, the club wants to ensure that either they have the confidence of the player or they sell if the player wants to leave. But if they choose to force the player to stay, then the player will now choose to punish them in the final year by saying he doesn't want to go anywhere, he wants to stay in the club and see off his contract. And once he sees off his contract, the club will not make any other money from him. He will now leave as a free agent. So that is why it is completely confirmed that Xavi Simons is a Chelsea player. Make no doubts about that.